In a previous video 30 days ago, come out, wherever you are, false prophets and teachers, because you've got 30 days to once again show that you heard from God as your claims go, that Trump will be back in office August 13th. Well, guess what? It's August 13th. 30 days ago, they made the claim, and the guy that you see in the thumbnail, Mike Lindell, adamantly said that all the information is going to come out on the 13th. The Supreme Court's going to get all of this information, that the election was a fraud, and that they will vote 9-0 in favor of reinstalling Trump. And all of the false prophets over the past, since the election, have been predicting, as they move their dates back, keep predicting that this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And they have said, Mike Lindell, he's got all of this evidence, and they put their trust in him, put their trust in Hank Kunneman, put their trust in all of these Kat Kerrs and all of these other false teachers in the lower ends. As someone mentioned, Milton of God Unlimited, Chris Yoon, other people that's made claims, and all of a sudden they act like they never said anything. And guess what, guys? I got the notes. I wrote a few things down because this is some couple important facts, especially this one point I want to make that the Lord showed me as I prepared this message, and I want to share it with you. And being that before I start, Friday the 13th, this is considered a bad luck number here in the United States. I didn't know that number 4 is considered bad luck in Asia. But here in the United States, over 80% of high-rise buildings, did you know, don't have the number 13 or on it. It's floor-wise. So it's just this superstition, and it's supposed to be affiliated with bad luck. And what else? As far as it made me think of how, I guess what? It's bad luck for the false prophets. Bad luck for them, because they are wrong again. They are wrong, and the people that have been following them for months and months, if you don't see this clearly by now, I don't know if you're ever going to see it. You continue in putting hope in people like Mike Lindell, hope in all of these other pastors and fake preachers and fake YouTube prophets, and putting all your hope in this stuff and not using common sense. Not using common sense to understand how the Constitution works. Understand that there's no way that somebody's going to be reinstalled all of a sudden and it's going to carry out a term of a presidency. That's not how America works. It's very simple. Common sense. But for these people who are totally spiritually blinded. And in my notes, I have right here, and this is what the Lord showed me, that if the devil can convince a third of his angels to follow him, he has no problem rounding up people and thinking that they heard from God and allowing them to think that there's unity amongst each other and against these prophets. And let me explain that real quick. Because what is happening is, when you go through and follow a lot of these false prophets and look at their followers in the comments, within the comment section, and when you will read things, they say stuff like, oh, Kim Clement, back when he was alive, he predicted this and said this, and Hank Kunneman's and Sid Roth and all of these other people that are promoting this stuff. We're all in unity. Everyone's hearing it. And then you'll start hearing that people say, yeah, I've had a dream. I heard it too. The Lord showed me this when I was watching this and all of this. So the followers have been drawn into the Satan's web. And that's why I have it on there. If Satan can convince a third of the angels to follow him to try to overthrow God, and guess what? They got kicked out of heaven, but they listened to him and followed him. And then the second point I have, this is important, listen closely, the devil works in unity. He has his form of unity. And he's using these false teachers. He's using their followers, and he is giving them. And this is what I have on here. Listen again. The devil can unify people using false dreams and visions because he's the author of confusion. He's a liar. The Bible said there's no truth within him, but he can give people false dreams. And I have some videos on dreams. And for those of you who want to go through my videos to talk about dreams, because I know this firsthand. And many of you out there as well that we've discussed over the months about dreams. But Satan can give you a false dream and vision if you open yourself up to him. And these followers of the false teachers and preachers and all of this stuff, they've given him a doorway. They're giving him an opening so that he can come in with this deception. And yeah, you think just because Hank Kunneman, just because Kat Kerr, just because Robin Bullock, just because all of these others and these QAnon conspiracy believers and all of this, and you think that, oh yeah, we're all dreaming. They're all saying the same thing. But you know what? It's all a lie. Satan has fooled you. And the joke is going to be on you if you don't repent. That's just how you got to repent. If you open the door to him, because once you open the door to Satan, you basically like that. Now you've given him permission and he can operate in other areas of your life. And you want to know how to destroy yourself and your family and those around you? Open the door up to him. We've got to watch it. We got to stay guard. This channel will continue to sound the alarm. We'll continue to warn. We'll continue to punch Satan right in between his chops. We'll continue to give God the glory. We'll continue to seek him and try to get direction for our lives so that we don't go down a dark path and fall off a cliff. So that's what I wanted to make sure that you guys understand. These guys have been, they're fraudulent, and it's going to continue more than likely because they're going to move the dates and things. But for those out there, we're going to continue to warn. We're going to continue to shake things up because we want people to be delivered and taken from the clutches of Satan and back over to the side of God. That's what it's all about. Because as I always say, souls are at stake. And we're going to continue to give God the glory. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, hit like, and we'll continue moving on into the next video, my friends. Take care. God bless.